it's another episode of Wine Hops and Road Stops. I am Jeff Bonello, and I am joined with my lovely wife, co-host, best friend, Desiree. How are you doing today, dear?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you gonna hang in there? Okay. I know you've been sick this week, so we're gonna try to, get through the show. This will make you feel better because we're gonna try some beers from Illumination Funk Brewing, because they're one the same now. We're going to try some non-alcoholic gin. We have a non-alcoholic gin and tonic today. We're going to see how it tastes, because a lot of people, they do like to go out and socialize and party, but they just aren't into drinking anymore. And we understand. That's fine. So we're gonna try this because this is becoming more and more of a thing, we'll say. We also have a new segment on the show called Have a Drink With Me. And it's going to be a non-alcoholic drink, and we're going to talk to the one and only Lucia Murphy, who is a force to be reckoned with, I'll say, on social media. She does a lot of stuff, including something called the Dry Drinker Diaries, where she does try non-alcoholic drinks. She has been sober for a couple of years, I believe. She'll tell you all about it in the interview, but she started this thing called Dry Drinker Diaries, where she tries out non-alcoholic stuff. So we figured it'd be perfect for us trying the non-alcoholic gin, and then, perfect little segue into the first of many new things on our shows, including interviews with interesting people, whatever we're going to do. So Have a Drink With Me is going to be our new segment on the show, and who knows where that's going to go. Maybe we'll talk to famous people. Maybe we'll just talk to people who
are locally famous?
Who knows? We're not really sure where that segment's going to go, but it's always going to involve having a drink with at least me or both of us, and I have a little interview. So, now that's out of the way. Website, winehopsandroadstops.com. Facebook page, facebook.com/winehopsandroadstops. And of course, we have the group. Also, I want to mention our YouTube page. You got to go there and subscribe because more and more stuff is going to be on our YouTube page that isn't going to be on the TV show. Just because of time constraints, really. Like, for instance, this interview segment we're going to be doing the interview segment for the show, but an extended one just for online. So if you want to check that out, you got to become a subscriber to our YouTube page, right?
That's right.
It helps the show. So you want to move on now?
Let's go.
Do some booze news.
Booze news.
Got some interesting things locally. Yuengling Brewery, the oldest brewery in America. They are excited to reintroduce their Bock beer. This classic German-style beer delivers a rich, flavorful, malt-forward taste that is crafted using a unique combination of specialty malts and balanced with noble European hops. Now, their Bock recipe is designed to deliver a smooth, rich, and complex profile and mouthfeel. This was just released a few weeks ago. They had a tasting event down at Pottsville, which we didn't get to, unfortunately. But we will get our hands on the beer, and we will try it on the show very soon. I'm excited because, I've never had this before. I know it was a beer before. They stopped making it, and now it's back. So what do you think?
I want to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like everything that I like.
So yeah, they had a tasting event, and I heard it went really well. A couple friends of mine were there. But yeah, we're going to get this beer on the show when we can, and we'll give our honest review.
Yes.
So now moving on to something else that you like. You do like Guinness, you like stouts.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And you like watching TV.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so, because that's another thing we do. I don't know if anyone knows. Doesn't Jeff watch stuff? It's a YouTube exclusive where we talk about movies and TV shows, and we will be talking about this one when it comes to Netflix. It's a show about Guinness. That's right. Netflix has revealed that renowned Peaky Blinders writer Steve Knight is working on a new drama. The project's working title is called The House of Guinness, which will chronicle the history of the Guinness family. Now, according to Netflix, the drama will take place in the 19th century in both Dublin and New York, and will center on the events that followed Benjamin Guinness's death and how the children dealt with the difficulties of the business after their father's passing. So it's like, what, the Game of Thrones with beer?
That sounds really good.
So when we come back, we have a brewery showcase. Funk Brewing decided to come on the show, and we're going to talk a little bit about their taste rooms and their beer. So don't go away, there's more Wine Hops and Road Stops when we return. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. It is time for our brewery showcase. And today we're going to talk about Illumination Brewing and Funk Brewing, which they're one and the same now. So let's check it out. Illumination Brewing, proud owner of Funk Brewing, serving the Lehigh Valley and beyond. They have tap rooms located in Emmaus and Slatington, Pennsylvania, that take special pride in the balance, consistency, and flavor profile of all their beers. Funk Brewing has a wide variety of craft beers, so Funk beers are beers you can take anywhere to get the party started, whether it's your in-laws, and my in-laws would love it, a reading group, a work party, anywhere. Now, special shout out to my brother Paul Bowe for getting us in touch with the people from Illumination and Funk Brewing. Now, before we try these two beers we have here, let's see what the head brewer Scott Adams has to say, especially about this one. I know he has a lot to say about the citrus India Pale Ale, so take it away, Scott.
I've made this beer like 100 different times in 100 different ways, and we kind of really focused on it. So I would say this beer is just the perfect balance of bitterness and juiciness. So I would say this is my favorite beer because you can drink it at any occasion. It goes really well just drinking it by itself. It goes really well when you're, having some good food. It's not too heavy, it's not too light, and it's got a really, really good, like, crisp, hoppy flavor to it. So brew day is about 6 hours long, and once we get it in a tank and start fermenting it, about 2 weeks later, after dry hopping and chilling it and carbonating it, we can can it. So it takes about 2 weeks from brew day till it's in the can. It sounds weird, but it's actually just making sure that you're hitting all your correct temperatures and everything's clean and everything's properly sanitized. So I've worked here at Funk for 7 years. I actually started as a part-time bartender. I started cleaning kegs, helping on canning day, then was brewer's assistant, then assistant brewer, then head brewer. And now I'm still head brewer, but I run the entire beer operation here and develop all the recipes and make sure everything is good from day we brew until it gets to a can. I wish I had an easy answer for that, but for the most part, I drink a lot of other beers that I like and find the ones I really like, and I kind of research. I don't necessarily mimic them, but I like try to find qualities that they have that I try to find out how they do that. I play lots of music. I play guitar. I like riding my bicycle. I haven't ridden in a while. It's been so cold, and I've been drinking too much beer. I like to go hiking, and I like to go to Dorney Park and ride a roller coaster.
All right, so now it's the time to try these beers. We've had these beers for a couple weeks now, and I've been staring at them in our refrigerator, and I couldn't wait to do this. I'm really excited about this. I've heard a lot of great things. Now, I believe a while back we've had something by Funk on our show, but it was a while back, and we tried so many beers.
I don't think I existed on the show then.
Well, maybe not. Maybe
I don't
not.
remember ever trying one.
So we're going to start off here. This is the Citrus IPA. It is a crisp and aromatic IPA made with Simcoe, which I love that hop, and Mosaic. So let's try this. Now, this is going to be very citrusy, I believe.
Okay.
It's the color's really light. Really light. So that usually is, I'm expecting a lot of citrus, maybe grapefruit, orange,
There's a lot of orange. I can
Oh, wow.
smell it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
It's good. It smells like juice.
Yeah, this has a really, really nice smell. She's already into it already, so I might as well too, right?
Oh. Okay.
This is an IPA for you?
It is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is good. Very, there's a lot of grapefruit and orange to it I could taste, and there's not, what about the hops? What do you think? Because I don't think there's a lot of hop there.
No. Mm-mm.
But I know you could hop it to the cows come home with me. I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you don't like a lot of hops, so this is kind of nice and balanced for someone
Definitely.
like you.
Yeah, this would even be a good starter for somebody.
This comes in at 6.1 ABV, so it's not a huge beer. It's kind of normal for the IPA. This is really good. I really like it. I think I need some more.
Yeah.
We're going to make short work of this can, I think.
That's a winner for me.
Next up is Cookie Monster. This is not a normal stout. This is considered a golden stout.
Okay.
So, do you know what a golden stout is?
I'm just going to say it probably tastes like a stout but doesn't look like one.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go. This is golden stout. Technically, is just like you said, a stout. Drinks like a stout, tastes like a stout, smells like a stout.
No, it doesn't smell like a stout.
Well, it doesn't look like a stout either.
No.
Now, this beer, Cookie Monster, is...
It smells like chocolate chip cookies.
brewed with single source toasted malts, vanilla, chocolate, and raw sugar crystals, but it does not contain lactose.
Oh!
Right, because a lot of people don't like stouts with lactose. Sometimes it just kind of hurts the belly a little bit.
Yeah, and it just has sometimes like a funny, feeling to it. Yeah.
I don't mind it once in a while. It depends. Like it's like
real
a
heavy in it. I don't.
Yeah. So this one that contains no lactose, so it shouldn't be a problem here. 6.5 ABV. Let's try it out.
It tastes like cookies.
It tastes like cookie, like chocolate chip cookie ice cream. I love it.
It does. I didn't know what to think because it's supposed to be a stout. It doesn't look like a stout. It says Cookie Monster, but I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's sweet.
This is really good. All right, so there is our brewery showcase for this episode. Now, when we come back, we're going to switch gears and we're going to try some non-alcoholic gin. Plus, we got our interview with social media mogul Lucia Murphy coming up right after this. Don't go away. There's more Wine Hops and Road Stops coming up. Welcome back to Wine Hops and Road Stops. We're going to shift gears right now. We're going to try something a little different on the show. Non-alcoholic gin. This contains 0 alcohol. This is by Ish. This is a London botanical spirit and a multi-award winning non-alcoholic beverage based on the botanicals of juniper, coriander, bitter orange peel, and black pepper. It also contains no sugar. And I do have to say thank you to Mario and Alyssa Tambasco for getting this for me. This was a present for my 50th birthday. Okay, so we're just gonna do how we normally do gin and tonics. We'll do 1 shot of this in there. Over some ice, okay? Yeah. All right, with our ostrich hat logo from the band. That's our shot glasses.
Mario made that as well.
Mario, it's also a present from Mario. Gotta love him and Alyssa. They're great people. Okay, so we got that in there. We're gonna throw some tonic water in there. This is also diet tonic water. No sugar in there. You know, for anyone watching the sugar, which you should. You know, you don't need to really, down a lot of sugar in your diet because it's bad for you. Okay, and a squirt of lime. Since we don't have limes, we'll just do a little squirt of lime. There you go. All right, so what do you, I want to know what you think, because I know what I think. Try it out.
Okay.
This is Ish non-alcoholic gin.
Smells like gin.
Yeah.
Okay. You could be fooled into thinking that's gin.
And it tastes like, to me at least, good gin.
Right. There's no bitterness, no bite,
No pine tree taste, really.
No.
Yeah, there's more
It does. It tastes like good gin.
juniper berry, a little bit of black pepper you can taste in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good if you want a non-alcoholic alternative to gin or really anything. It's out there. You just got to search for it.
And you know what? The liquor stores, I noticed when we went away a couple weeks ago, we went to a big liquor store in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They had a whole aisle of non-alcoholic stuff. A little bit of everything. The beers, stuff like this. So it's getting easier to find.
We have a new segment called Have a Drink With Me. So I'm going to throw it to the interview that was recorded last week with Lucia Murphy, and we talk all about her travels with her husband and this new thing she does on YouTube called Dry Drinker Diaries. Check it out. I am joined with Lucia Murphy, my friend for a very, very long time. It's been a long time coming that you actually got on the show, but you're on the show for specific reasons. So before we get into it, though, let's talk about what you do, because your presence on social media is huge.
Yeah.
You do a lot of things with your husband. You travel the world, but you also do something really neat. It's Dry Drinker Diaries.
Yes, sir. So
Tell me about it.
So those of you who don't know me, Lucia Murphy, Scranton, PA, born and raised here all my life. Jack of all trades, title and tag clerk by day, musician by night, shenanigan creator, traveler, foodie, local band junkie. And recently I launched a YouTube channel back in 2021 called Life with Lucia and Glenn that features all that fun, food, music, travel, and shenanigans. But recently I became sober 3 years ago. Finally, not that I was a bad falling down drunk, I wasn't. And I created a podcast on YouTube called Dry Drinker Diaries, where I taste test all of these wonderful non-alcoholic drinks from all over. And I just landed not one, not two, but 5 sponsorships from local non-alcoholic companies from around the world. And I've tasted everything from your non-alcoholic White Claw, which we could talk about, it's overrated, to your Get Groovy bubbly wine, to your non-alcoholic gin tonic, muselo or vermouth or whatever, which is coming up in an upcoming episode. And, you know, the big one is the non-alcoholic beers. But what's interesting is when you're tasting the overseas one, the difference in how they make them and what they go through to make them, they don't cause phantom hangovers, which is known to happen with all these NA beers. And when I was in Japan, I actually drank a non-alcoholic beer called Suntory. It's the only non-alcoholic beer that I can drink that has nothing. I could drink a whole 24-pack, nothing. But if I did that here with a Heineken 00 or a Busch NA or a Beck's, forget it. My head would be in the toilet.
So what do you like best as far as the non-alcoholic drinks go? Like, if you're gonna go to one,
the best of the best is the Japanese beers, Suntory, Asahi, even the Canadian beers. They taste exactly like the real thing. Even the Corona, the exact thing, right down to the taste. I've even tried Blue Moon overseas that has an orange taste to it. It's the drink. It's right down to the drink. It doesn't have that hungover feeling the next day. Versus I've tried non-alcoholic rum and Coke. I will never touch that drink again for as long as I live because it tastes exactly like rum and Coke. And I'm not a spirit drinker. I'm a beer drinker. Now, if they ever came out with a non-alcoholic Angry Orchard, sign me up. Sign me up. Because when I got to the non-alcoholic White Claw, which again, I'm very disappointed in what they're doing. There's some ingredient. I don't know what it is because I'm still researching it, because it'll actually be part of the Dry Drinker podcast, you know, somewhere down the line. But there's actually something in there that causes the headaches. When I'm telling you I get the headache, and I don't know what it is, but the White Claw are too sweet.
Now, you mentioned your husband. We have to talk about him and what you guys do together, because it's fantastic. It really is. You guys travel the world and you do a video vlog of your travels. Let's talk a little bit about that, because I don't want to waste this interview on just
No, I know.
Let's talk about everything you do.
So Glenn's an accountant by day. He used to read the Encyclopedia Britannica years ago when he was a kid and would pinpoint, here's where I'm going to go in the years to come. And believe it or not, he's been there. We love to travel. We've been traveling solid now almost 10 years, and we've been to over 50 countries. And this year, we're adding 10 more.
You do a lot of local restaurant reviews, or showcases, I like to call them, because it's more about showing off who they are, what they do. Yeah. We have so much awesome food in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's unbelievable. Let's talk about that.
It's a podcast called Taste This. It started off, I don't know, we were out to a restaurant one day, and I just got the camera, started taping and stuff, you know, featuring the food. And at first, you know, I was like, yeah, I'm going to showcase. But recently, and I'm not going to call the business out, I actually exposed one that wasn't so good. It wasn't good. And a lot of people clicked into it and they watched. But when I did the one on Kenya, that one I'll tell everybody about. I don't care. In Wilkes-Barre, PA, they could not believe how much more business came in the door just from us, promoting it on YouTube and doing shorts on it every day and just bragging constant out of it. Them and Yummy Bowl, the two of them, those are like our go-tos right now.
Yummy Bowl.
Yummy Bowl is really good. And now there's one coming to Dunmore, so I'm in trouble.
I'm glad he came on the show. I'm glad he talked a little bit about Dry Drinker Diaries. I want everyone that watches us to go check them out. Subscribe, ring that bell. Do all the.
You have a non-alcoholic drink there on your desk you want to talk about.
Yeah, I got this one here. This one, yeah. We tested this on the show. This is Ish. This was purchased for me. A birthday present on my 50th birthday by our keyboard player, Mario.
Nice.
He likes non-alcoholic stuff. And I was like, this can't be right. This is gin. Gin's not good. Well, it tastes just like gin. It's actually tastes like really good gin.
Oh.
It doesn't taste like pine trees. Bad gin, pine trees, good gin, good stuff. Yeah, this is really nice. I like this a lot. So yeah, we did a little sample of that on the show. So that'll be on this episode too. So there you go. We're doing a little bit of the non-alcoholic stuff too here. It's fine. It's good. If you like the taste of it, and sometimes you just miss that. You want that juniper berry, taste. Sometimes I just get this urge for gin, and then during the week I'll grab this. I'll grab this and use some diet tonic water. Thank you, Lucia, for being the first guest on this new segment. Have a drink. We're gonna have a drink, a little gin and tonic, non-alcoholic right here.
There you go. I can't wait to try that.
Delicious. All right. Thank you very much for being on the show, and take care.
You too, buddy.
That's all the time we have on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. But before we go, I gotta say, our website, winehopsandroadstops.com, it's in the process of being updated, but you can check that out. Or go right to our Facebook page, facebook.com/winehopsandroadstops. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube page, because there's gonna be a lot more content there that's not on our TV show. So, life's too short to drink a bad drink. So have a good drink, even a non-alcoholic one with someone you love. We'll see you next time on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.